Yo! Gary, can we turn this down a little bit? Let's see if I know how.
She says bring it away from your mouth.
Let's see if I... Hello. Sorry. Hello! How we doing, Denver?
Yeah, baby!
Hey, this is a cold fact show. Can you keep the guard from me from the people? I could use that. Okay. Thank you, brother. Yeah. All right. Well, they called me Big Bear, but I just lost 30 pounds of weed in the mail. I'm fucked. But I look young, but I come from a different time. I've had a beeper in my day. And it wasn't even to sell weed yet. It was so my mom could tell me to come home. I knew they were tracking devices. But I come from a different time. I saw Netflix put Blockbuster out of business. I saw one of my favorite, Toys R Us, get put out of business by Amazon. I saw heroin get put out of business by fentanyl. I come from a time where you could find a mystery bag of powders on the barroom floor and go home and have a good night. Nowadays, you have to know chemistry to take that cocaine home. I didn't come from free love like the hippies, but I at least came from mystery bag of powders is okay. But a hippie feels safe in Denver because you guys might legalize pot. Kind of put me out of a job, though. Nobody tells you what happened to the weed man, the one that made it out. He delivers pizza now. DoorDash, and these people with the snowboard racks on the top of the car looking like police. They're slowing down your food. I'm sorry, ladies. Not even real police. But Denver, you guys are kind of messed up. You guys legalized pot, and then you guys went and put all these traffic circles in the same year. You guys just have stoners doing laps. Lost. I've tried to come to one of Gary's shows 3 or 4 times and ended up in Lakewood. Awesome. Well, I love it. Let's give it up for you guys for coming out tonight. Awesome. And you guys know it's easy being a hippie, because I don't have a real job. But how many times have you used your job to get out of doing things you didn't want to do? These people know I don't have to work in the morning. I had to move a fish tank on Tuesday. I'm going out to Lamone this weekend to pick up a pit bull. I thought it would be nice if my friend got over his breakup with his girlfriend by getting off of my couch. But instead, we're getting a dog this weekend. Sometimes it'd be easier to have a real job, be a real boy. Are there any parents in the crowd tonight?
Yeah.
Yo, hippies, we're pretty childish. We don't have a lot of kids. You guys keep track of how good your kids are doing with the height on the wall? Hippies, we keep track of the length of our hair. As the last time we saw a judge. I'm doing pretty good. There's a few judges in Michigan that would love to cut my hair. But now that you guys legalize pot, I'm not too worried about, the government looking in on our lives, But if the NSA is going to be watching us, I feel like they should be giving us some stats, like Spotify Wrapped. Am I actually the worst driver in Denver, or is that just what my ex-girlfriend says? They have this information. I feel like I'm in the top 1% of texting I'm on the way while still laying in bed. But like I said, you guys put me out of work. I used to grow pot high up in the Colorado Rockies, double meaning. And have you guys ever been so stoned you thought you invented something that you didn't really? That happened to me in Concord. So when you're growing pot, the worst thing that can happen to you is the police to show up. A close second, we found out, is you could run out of Kool-Aid. Hippies love Kool-Aid. They put it on tap at Chiba Hut like it's a real drink for us. So I look up in the cabinet. My girlfriend, she shops at Costco. We've got a bunch of sugar up in the cabinet, but no Kool-Aid. But all these hippies that have been traveling through brought a bunch of tea up in the cabinet. And so the gears start turning. I'm like, I can take the sugar water and put the tea in there as flavoring. It's better than the Kool-Aid artificial flavors. And nobody called me out for 3 days. I'm telling my girlfriend, you want another batch of sugar water tea, honey? My friends didn't call me out. You want another batch? They probably thought there was weed in it, knowing me. but it was just celestial seasons, sleepy time. But your family will keep you in check. My cousin came out of Texas, and I was telling him I want to open him a stand for the sugar water tea at Red Rock, you know, the different flavors. And he said, this is really good, Bear, but I don't think you invented sweet tea. For 3 days, I thought I did. Okay, you guys ready for a comedy show? Woo! Okay, let's give it up for Chuck Graham right now.